Traditional e-procurement tools are great for what they were built for. They were purpose-built in their time and built with excellence, right? So they definitely serve a great purpose. However, now, that served us well for 20 some years, but now it is that inflexibility and what some would agree is a horrible user experience, right? As those tools have been built up and built up and built up layer after layer over the years, it's a horrible user experience, right? That is driving users away from wanting to use the traditional procurement process and tools, right? Over at Amazon Business and other, call it B2C, retail-like marketplaces that are abundant with supply, right? And have, quite frankly, a delightful user experience. This is attracting users to use it because it's easy. It's a big problem. And so the users are flocking to these great marketplaces that are, if you look under the hood, they're still very B2C. And at the end of the day, they are a retail company, right? They are measured by, especially if they're a publicly traded company, they're measured by sales, net new growth of sales. So their metric that they are measuring themselves by is based on your company buying more goods from them, right? Meanwhile, the CPO, Chief Procurement Officer, anyone in finance and procurement at a business has a completely different objective. Their goal is savings and operational efficiency and cost savings on that front, right? So it is competing interests that makes this movement to the B2C retail marketplaces that are becoming B2B marketplaces a problem for businesses. A marketplace can make more money by adding more value to their buyers. And more value does not necessarily mean, hey, here's some more like products or buy this thing too. It can be service oriented. It can be quality oriented. It can be trust and relationship building. And all of these things are now more and more possible through, e-commerce marketplace experiences. And, at Tradeshift, that's what we are very much believing in and doing what we can to bring those values to the forefront for the customer. If you're already a category leader, in category meaning you're an expert in a particular supply category, country, region or whatever, industry, and you're already offering services in your industry and your category with excellence. You have buyers, you have suppliers, or maybe you are a manufacturer and supplier and you're a market leader. If you are not making investments to offer a marketplace capability to your network of buyers and sellers, then Amazon will eventually. The writing is on the wall, right? So our push and our tools are to empower those leaders that are already the experts, right? In areas that the Amazons and the Alibabas and the others are not yet playing in because it's difficult, right? To innovate now, invest now, and offer your own marketplace capability to your buyers, right? They're looking for that user experience. They are looking for more control, right? Not necessarily just buying anything and everything that's in front of them, like on those marketplaces, right? And they're looking for your supply, right? They're buying from you now, but there are easier experiences that they can buy from you in the future once those other marketplaces start to gain that supply. So while you have, a corner on your market, our recommendation is add a marketplace technology layer on top of your infrastructure, right? And please those customers with that user experience, with that control, and more and more of your supply. We're offering that Apple TV, that Okta unified experience where all the marketplaces are existing inside of one tool, and it's seamless for the buyer, seamless user experience, seamless seller experience to do all of that activity at one starting point. We think the energy is flowing in that direction. So it is different, right? But it's not new anymore. It's already happening. It just hasn't happened in B2B, it hasn't happened in procurement. And for the operator, right, it also makes it a lot better for them because on a network, they are benefiting from growth that's happening across other marketplaces too. So sourcing supply becomes faster, becomes easier, it's more transparent. Sourcing new buyers becomes, almost as easy as, putting a sign out there. And, if your value proposition makes sense for that buyer at that particular time, it's like Hulu saying, hey, we now have Game of Thrones. Anyone interested in watching Game of Thrones? Yeah, absolutely I am. So I'm going to get subscribed to Hulu, right? It's kind of that digital experience, right, that the buyers have, the suppliers have, and same with the marketplace operators.